Welcome back. I'm Miles from Swan Investing, the home of making 100% returns on your investments while sleeping well at night. Yeah, I've been involved with the financial markets and investing since the late 90s. Everything I teach is earned or learned through experience, and I've made plenty of mistakes in the past, which is great for you because you can learn from these without taking the losses that I did. I see a lot of people losing money on stocks, and given the whole COVID situation, I've decided to publish a weekly video on this channel to share my investing experiences and strategies. In this video, I'm going to share with you the one investing strategy I use that I believe that everyone who can should be using, whether you're just starting out and very little and need to pay off debts, or whether you're experienced and have wealth. So let's get straight to it. The one strategy that I've been using for over 20 years without which I would not have financial freedom is to pound cost average every month into tax advantage investment accounts. Now I know what you're thinking. Dreaded tax, stop the video. Wait, before you do, I'll tell you two massive reasons why you need to keep watching. The first reason, whether we like it or not, tax is coming. As a result of the COVID pandemic, governments around the world have already provided in 2020 fiscal stimuli packages of approximately 10% of their GDPs. So for the UK, that's approximately 200 billion. Already in 2020. So, taxpayers beware. We're going to see the bill with higher taxes for years to come. So the second reason is tax breaks. So I'll show you how, even if you only save a modest £2,500 a year, you can get a gift of £70,000 to £150,000 from the taxman. That's depending on your tax bracket. Now that's not the tax saving, that is a gift. So money really does grow on this tax relief tree. So have I got your attention now? Okay, good. So the UK government offers two massive tax giveaways. Number one, the individual savings account, or ISA. So the contribution limit is £20,000 in 2020. So you pay tax on your income that you contribute, but thereafter any gains or withdrawals are tax-free. Plus, you have complete control to take your money out when you want. And number two is the self-invested personal pension plan, or SIP. So in the UK, you get tax relief on contributions up to a cap of £40,000 per year. That's for 2020. So putting it a different way, if your rate of income tax is 20%, you'll get a 20% return from the taxman on any amounts that you invest in a SIP. If you're a top rate taxpayer, you'll get 45% tax back from the taxman. So that's a 45% return on your investments in a SIP before your investments have actually done anything. Now I use both of these because they save different taxes. Both save capital gains tax, but the ISA saves income tax in the future, and the SIP saves income tax today. Now, numbers don't lie, so I'm going to head over to thecalculatorsite.com and show you the tax break money tree in action. Okay, so starting off at zero. Now, let's say we're investing in a SIP wrapper and buying into an ETF fund that has a 7% long-term historical rate of return. I'll explain more about ETFs in a future video, but let's just assume 7% interest rate for now. And we're going to run that out for 35 years. Compound interest interval is yearly. Now the monthly deposit. So let's assume for the purpose of this that we've got a £40,000 income. Now the upper band for the lower tax rate in the UK of 20% is £37,500. So at £40,000, £2,500 is taxed at 40%. So if we were to invest that £2,500 into this SIP wrapper, the taxman is actually going to give you back the 40%. In other words, 1,000 of that 2,500 is returned from the taxman. So let's just look at the investment of that tax refund of 1,000 a year. So 1,000 a year on a monthly basis is 83. And let's run that out. So what you see here is the £1,000 a year deposit, the 7% interest rate a year, and the build up in the pot. And as you run that out over 35 years, you get to a total pot of £134,000, which is then, if you like, the gift from the taxman, which equates to an interest of just under £9,000 a year. So, now that's for a 40% taxpayer. If you were a 20% taxpayer, obviously the tax gift is less, but that would work out on the same £2,500 a year investment. That would work out to a total gift of about £70,000. And if you're a top rate taxer of 45%, you go from the £134,000 to £150,000 and about £10,000 per year interest. Now, you do pay income tax when you withdraw funds from the SIP, but we've just had a gift of £70,000 to £150,000, so your quid's in. I don't like not having control over my money though until I'm 55, but I still use this strategy as the tax gift is just so good, and income taxes are likely to go up in the next few years. So I believe everybody should take whatever tax giveaways they possibly can. These tax advantage accounts we've been talking about are for the UK investor, but in the US they have their ROTH and 401k equivalent schemes, and there about 50% of people use them. However, in the UK, 98% of working age people don't have ISA accounts, and 85% of people don't have a SIP or a private pension. I get that a lot of people have debts and don't have money left at the end of the month. If that's you, there are courses out there, and I have one, to help people manage their personal finances and get out of the debt hole so they can start using these tax giveaways. It doesn't need much. With the ISA strategy, if you can save £2 a day or earn an extra £60 a month and use an ISA to invest in a tracker ETF fund which averages 7% a year, this will be worth £20,000 in 15 years, tax-free. So this is how you pay off your debts early. Are you seeing how much value there is in this dreaded tax? In my next videos, I'll cover the investment strategy around the ETF that I've been mentioning, and I'll also mention my strategies to get much higher returns than you do with an ETF, all of which I implement inside these tax wrappers that we've covered on this video. So if you're interested to learn all my secrets, subscribe below, and if you like what I'm doing to try and be of service to investors who want more from their money and sooner, please hit like. Please also comment or add questions in the bottom. I'll answer within 48 hours. There are also some links below where you can find out what else I've got going on.